everyone, and welcome to the Tea Time Show. This is an all-new original YouTube talk show series hosted by the four of us. My name is Alexandria Johnson. I am an actress, and I live in New York City. I'm originally from Florida, and now I am an official Tea Time Show host.
I'm Yasmin, and I am a co-host.
I'm Candace. I'm just great.
I'm Kalima, and I'm just here.
You all will see as the series goes on exactly how here she is. Our bump music was fantastic, especially for episode 1, because we are going to start off talking about the Christmas miracle that was the album entitled Beyonce. The unprecedented, the highly unanticipated, because no one told us that Beyonce was about to hijack our lives. Can we get into this?
Listen, suppressor.
Candle had just gone off, okay?
Yeah.
We were in the group chat.
We
were talking about Candle in our group chat, okay? Then all of a sudden, Kalima goes, Beyonce released the album? In what country?
Everything stopped. I pulled out my envelope labeled offerings to the king, and Beyonce proceeded to hijack my life. I texted my mother and my sister. My sister was like, this had better not be fake. I sent her the video. I sent her clips from the video of Blue, and I was like, it's definitely not fake. I wouldn't, I'm turning my life over to the king. You guys have to believe me.
I was all on Twitter. Everything was a tweet. I was like, after I played every song, I was like, tweet it, tweet this. But the lyric that sat with me deep was Monica Lewinsky all over my gal. Daddy.
I love where Beyonce went with this. I love where she went with this album, because we've been doing this with Beyonce for so long. If you're like me and you've been a fan of Beyonce since Destiny's Child, you know how fabulous it's been to follow her career.
You're a fan of Beyonce, period.
Period. If you're not a fan of Beyonce, don't waste your time watching us. Turn off whatever device you're watching on and go deliver yourself. Go to iTunes, go to YouTube, go anywhere you need to go.
Don't go to Target. Don't go to Target, though.
Oh, yeah, they don't got it, too.
Why did Target try themselves on that deal? Can we talk about that?
See, what the issue was, Target felt like because Beyonce released the album in secret, Target sent out a memo that said their customer needs to be the exclusive. No.
I wonder how something to do with Taylor.
So you're basically, they just turned
it had nothing to do with Taylor Swift. They just wanted to be the first ones to hear it. They wanted the Target customer to be the first.
They were salty, that's all.
Mother B said, no, wrong.
Right.
I'm telling you now. She went to Starbucks. She showed up at Walmart. Like, what? Target who?
Right. And Target missed a blessing. Target. Why would you miss up on it? I don't even go in Walmart. I need y'all to understand this.
I love Target.
I don't even go in Walmart. I love Target. And even on her last video, they released video of her riding in the Target cart to go buy her own album.
Yeah.
What type of promotion are you turning away from, Target? You're stupid.
And she posted on her Tumblr when she was up in there in Halloween costumes and stuff in Target. And then she posted a picture of her buying Kelly Rowland's CD and Magna Carta Holy, whatever that album called.
Magna Carta.
Alex is on your right.
Oh my gosh. Don't worry, we'll save her and bring her into the kingdom. So we were all delighted about Beyonce, and we just wanted to start off.
Okay, favorite song.
Favorite song.
They can do that.
Oh, no.
Everything except No Angel. Is that the name of it?
Oh, yeah, No Angel is coming.
That's the only song I either play because it's playing or won't play more than once. Every other song, I can repeat it, learn it, memorize it, meditate on it, especially Partition. Oh my God.
This woman did not stop playing Partition for at least 2 weeks.
I didn't play the rest of it. Yeah, it was definitely 2 weeks. Because when she went to Walmart, I was like, alright, maybe I should play the rest of it. Because I did not stop playing Partition. And then another song that I love, like EXO, is EXO.
Yeah.
Love that. And I love Superpower.
Wait, you didn't even let nobody else know.
I'm so sorry, it's my favorite.
Really quick about EXO, she made Coney Island look a lot better.
Okay, Coney Island is ragged.
Let me tell you, the Cyclone is a death trap. Oh my God.
I'm from Florida. I'm mad y'all
I mad y'all go there though.
To Coney Island?
Yeah, y'all
It's a classic.
No.
You should go at least once.
Yeah, I mean, you go once in summer, but you don't ride anything.
I don't ride by experience.
I actually do. No,
I like fried duck.
And you don't go to the beach because
Don't they do it like a fair? They're fried dough there. I like fried
They do
dough.
funnel cakes and stuff.
That's what I mean. So okay, fried dough.
and they have Nathan's on the boardwalk.
Yeah, it's keep her eating.
I'm gonna say my favorite. What?
Favorite song.
Yeah. My favorite. It's really. I'm terrible with favorites, but I've been told that making choices is a strength. To not make a choice is weak. So I'm going to choose Superpower. The first night it came out, I slept to that song. The little bit of sleep that I did get that night, which is about maybe 2.5 hours, because Scandal was on. I stayed up and talked to these ladies and stayed on Twitter. And then the album was released. Of course, I had to play it. I played the Blue video a couple times, and I got to mine, and then I got to
You were sending us the Blue video. You were
Yeah.
the first person to download it.
Yeah, she was
Let me
like,
tell you, I have been telling anyone who would listen to me or anyone, any messenger pigeon that might be headed in Beyonce's direction. I had roughly $14, which is the usual price for an album. Whatever she needed, but I was like, I've been waiting on Beyonce to come get these $14 from me, and if she needs more than that, she should just let me know, just tap messenger pigeon on the shoulder, and be like, hey, I think I'm going to charge a little bit more, but I've been waiting on her to get this money.
I don't think the price was bad though.
No,
It wasn't.
No, for those,
Yeah,
those songs and those videos.
For 32 pieces, for 32 pieces of media, I think that was fantastic. But the point is, I have been
quality.
I'm sorry. Oh yeah. And a quality piece of media. The point was that I personally was thinking, Beyonce, I love your work so much, and it only cost me $13 for a body of your work. It only cost me $14. It only cost me $16 this time for a body of work that you make, and it gives me life for at least 2 years. Because we had 4 for how long?
2 years.
4 was like a year old before I saw her in concert when she was performing the songs from 4, and I was still getting my life like I just heard it.
But when My World comes on, I feel great.
I was just doing the End of the World choreography today, like while we were getting ready, pre-show I was doing it.
There isn't one Beyonce album that you're gonna stop playing, right? I still
I'm
play
Dangerously in Love.
Dangerously in Love. I Am.
B-Day. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
B-Day.
B-Day. Epic. Oh my god.
Pull out your
Still one of the top. Like, that album holds a special place in my heart. Freedom Dress Live.
Oh, I want to jump right now.
Give me body.
But so my favorite song I would have to say is Superpower. I love the concept. I love the video. I love how she looks in the video. I love the body of work, but Superpower really spoke to me. And I love Frank Ocean. And so it's like an even tie between Superpower and Rocket, because the person who wrote Rocket I also love as an artist, which is Miguel. Miguel wrote that song. So I love both of those songs. Those are my favorites.
What's your favorite video though? Because I feel like Blow. Dang, okay.
Blow was my favorite.
My favorite video, I'm gonna go with. Go ahead.
My favorite video is Heaven.
Oh, I don't watch Heaven because that's sad, and I can't do that.
I can't listen to it.
My favorite.
I got.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
I know yours.
So, it's also, at the moment, I told you guys, my favorite song is Pretty Hurts. I love the video. The storyline, like, her acting in that was so great. And, the song just really resonates with me, you know, on a personal level, because now I find myself, like, correcting people when they talk about appearances and
No, you did not. You tried it.
like, why can't I go out with my hair in a messy bun? You know, like, I'm all for, you know, I dress myself up and stuff, but sometimes I just don't feel like putting all of that on. Like, I just want to go up with a messy bun, put my nice hat on, and keep it going. And, you know, people in my life will be like, you can't go out there like that. You don't know who you meet. And I'm just like, can I get a break sometimes?
I'm still me. I'm just
right.
Somebody told me once,
That's
if
like
he can't have me at my Medea.
This is my thing.
My favorite.
When it's
and then honorable honorable mention because y'all were with me. Those songs, a lot of her songs are great with the bass pumping. So, Drunken Love and Partition, when I get in my car, I turn the bass all the way up. Like, oh my God. And then you just feel it all through you.
Yeah.
Man. That bass drop in Drunken Love.
You just wanna
Woo! Okay, that's all I got.
My favorite song when I first heard the album, it was Blow. Now, today, it's Rocket.
My thing with Blow though, it sounded like a song that they would play in Forever 21, so I was just like, eh. But then I realized what they were talking about, and I was like, they would never play this in Forever 21. But, and then listening to it more, like, I was like, okay, this is cool.
I love Blow. Of course, I love Partition. I love every song.
Partition was my first love.
I love every song.
Off that album.
No, it's Blow for me. I just,
He popped
takes
on
me
my
back.
buttons and he ripped my blouse. He Monica Lewinsky'd all on my gown.
Water daddy didn't bring the towel. Oh baby, baby, won't you slow it down?
Took 45 minutes to get all dressed up, and we ain't even gonna make it to this club. Now my mouth getting you right. I just wanna be Look,
Okay, what were you gonna say about Pretty Hurts?
As far as commentary about going out, how you look, we talked about this earlier. I'm worthy because I'm a child of God. I dress myself up and I decorate myself in all types of fancy ways, and I like to look how I like to look. But when I walk out my door looking how I look, you're gonna accept me for who I am, okay? Like you said, if he don't like me as my Madea, he can't have me as my Beyonce. Let me tell you something. I just can't get over how people feel so comfortably telling women how they should dress and what they should look like. Like Chimamanda Ngozi said, we teach women to aspire to marriage. Like I should be going out looking for a suitor or going out properly dressed for a suitor to approach me when I just want to go to the post office in peace. I just want to be me.
Okay.
But yeah, that was that. My favorite video is I'm going to go ahead and say Flawless. I know all the choreography from Flawless. I really like that video. I loved Bow Down. And I love the Flawless segment. I love the choreography. I love the concept. I love that no one has really talked about this, but in Superpower and Flawless, she showcases same-sex relationships, or at least same-sex encounters.
Yeah, you're right.
And no one really talked about that. And I was like, well, we'll leave it open for us because I'm starting a new talk show and I need things to discuss. But now I really showcase that. We talked about the feminism. We talked about her self-actualization, or seemingly a self-actualization, her progress as an artist, her family, her husband, her sex appeal, her artistry, her talent, her collaborations, and her method of how she released it, but no one talked about that. No one wanted to discuss that. And I was like, I'm proud of her for doing all of that, and I'm proud of the relationship she showcased because there were men in that video being affectionate, and I think there were women. And then Joan Smalls licked her breast. I thought that was fantabulous. But in the Superpower video, I believe there were women being affectionate.
Don't say
now you on the beat, and the beat got sicker. Y'all say all about my sugar.
Hello, we're back. So we just left our previous segment talking about Queen Bee, and our queen, Kerry Washington, tweeted about the Flawless lyrics, the TED Talk from
Chimamanda Ngozi.
And, you know, Kerry is also the spokesperson for Neutrogena now.
Can we talk about that?
And she's a partner with them, and, you know, she goes full 100 with all the projects that she does because she's not, you know,
lackluster.
She doesn't do an interview without mentioning the President's Committee for Arts and Community and Humanities. So we know that Neutrogena is going to be big, and I'm so excited because I like their stuff. They're fairly reasonable. Everything is in a good budget. I'm excited.
I use their stuff. I use some Neutrogena products, and I came to Neutrogena because I like companies that are specialists. So if you're a skin specialist, I'm going to go to you. MAC is like a makeup specialist, so I'll go to MAC. Actually, I'm an Estee Lauder person, but they're the same lab. Either way. I love Neutrogena, but I do want to see what comes of this Kerry Washington brand. What do they call them? Oh gosh, brand manager campaign.
Right.
Because I walked in Duane Reade the other day and I didn't see anything past a fair-skinned Vanessa Williams, and that is completely unacceptable because. Yeah, it's unacceptable. And for what I just want to say, I've seen this post on Tumblr with these remarks, but white women, if you have on the wrong foundation, I'm judging you because there's so many for you to choose from. There's too many options and zero excuses. Do you hear me? It's 2014 and there is not enough makeup made for black women, but there is more than enough for my fair-skinned sisters out there. So my Nubian white queens, I just want you to take advantage of everything that is made for you because it's easy to be you in America. But yes.
Do you use Neutrogena? Do any of y'all use Neutrogena makeup though?
Not makeup, just soap because I have sensitive skin, so I use the soap product, and I used to use a cream on my back. But
I use their body oil daily, the sesame oil I love, with a little cocoa butter.
Kerry Washington has sensitive skin too. She has
Eczema.
Eggy head, sew it up. You know what it's like out there.
Whoa! We're throwing up signs. Oh my
While
God.
we're talking about Kerry, can we get into award season? I'm so excited for this starting next Sunday.
She's nominated for a Golden Globe and a Screen Actors Guild Award. I'm so excited.
And we are all rabid Scandal fans, so.
yeah, so we know we gotta support Kerry.
Yeah.
No matter what. She
Huge
does.
Kerry fans too, because
She's
I
awesome.
think we've seen between all of us, we've had to have seen all her movies.
Yeah, most definitely.
Definitely.
It would be a stretch of an imagination to say that we did not unless there's one she has yet to release.
We even saw people. Well, I even saw
We went out to see people. We made it a party. Okay, it wasn't even.
I didn't see people. But we all saw Save the Last Dance.
Yeah.
We all saw Ray.
Yeah.
Django.
I went to the movies opening night.
I want to do my ticket. Okay, while we're talking about award season, I'm most excited for a film that I went to. One of the first films I saw at the New York Film Festival this past fall was 12 Years a Slave. Candace was there with me. We balled in the theater together. I love Steve McQueen, love Chiwetel Ejiofor, love Lupita, and I wish all of them success in this award season.
Definitely.
If not, F your awards like Eddie Murphy's couch. Does anyone else have any remarks on that?
Well, let me just say, I feel very proud to say that I've seen 99% of the black films that came out this year, and I'm very proud supporter, whether it was great or whether it wasn't, I supported. That 12 Years a Slave movie resonated deep inside my soul in a way that no movie has ever done, ever.
Really?
What?
Not even like.
When I told you,
No. Color Purple?
It is.
when I tell you I was shaking in the movie theater, like nobody could. I was unconsolable. I couldn't even
I couldn't move. I didn't realize I was all but holding my breath. I was so tense by the end of the movie. When I really broke down in the movie is at the end when he got home after these 12 years and he saw his grandchild.
Spoiler alert.
How did you know?
If you haven't seen this film, turn off whatever device you are watching. You're on the shit list with Dan. And go watch this movie, okay? That wasn't for you.
I'm trying to prepare myself mentally for it.
If you're watching us, turn this off and go.
Well, she gotta close her ears.
Well, this isn't a spoiler, but when he comes into his family and he apologizes. I could not connect.
But I mean, if he was only a slave for 12 years, he had to go back home.
Let me tell you something. You couldn't put me. I'm like Harrison with jail. When Harrison was like, I'm not going back to prison. Abby said you were in. Huck said you were in prison for 2 days. He said it was prison. Let me tell you something. Listen. I don't care if you have me in slavery for 24 hours and we all on cotton picking and they serving up supper for the light-skinned folks on the inside of the house. Sans rape. Let me tell you, I don't want no part in it. Okay, master? So, listen, I don't want any part in it. But seeing that after he had gone through all of that and the only thing he could think to do was apologize, it I could not contain myself. It was just completely beyond. I couldn't get over it.
Speaking of unflinching, the scene, the tree scene.
Oh, she didn't see it.
I know. That's all. I'm just gonna leave it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
You know, when I get home, I'm gonna watch it. Okay.
That was the hardest, I think, to look at because I kept wanting them to just cut away.
Right.
Like I got it the first 99 minutes it was there, and they were like, no, I'm gonna.
Yeah, just sit there and just watch.
You will deal. I feel
Yes.
like Steve McQueen sat me in that movie theater seat and was like, you will deal.
Our discomfort was not even a significant portion
Right,
of what our ancestors went through.
yeah.
So I would be more than willing to be uncomfortable in the
And I
movie
appreciate
theater.
him for doing that because so many other directors would have cut away easily. Like, they don't want your audience to be uncomfortable.
Right.
Like, you go to the movies to escape whatever, the theater, everything entertainment related, you go there to escape your reality, but he, like, dives you head first into a disgusting reality that nobody wants to talk about.
Right.
Nobody wants to sit in and really think and contemplate. And, child, I appreciate you, Mr. Steve McQueen, for doing that because, you know, even me as an African American, it was uncomfortable, but, like, I'm just so grateful for the time that I lived in, that I live in right now, and you know, I honor my ancestors who fought and went through that so that I would have a better life. You know,
you can go to the movies.
Hello.
Okay.
And there were white kids.
Okay.
Can we
Okay.
talk about this? I was reading an article from
An article
from The Guardian about Steve McQueen, an interview, and they did mention that if he were to win this Golden Globe, he would be the first African American filmmaker to win that award, which I'm excited for. I'm looking forward to, and I am almost betting money.
I'm
But
sick of celebrating this first black stuff. It's,
Yeah.
it's 2014.
Right.
I don't believe in the first black. I believe we were kings and queens and doctors and scientists and healers and
We sure
teachers long before people stole us up out of our motherland and brought
We
us over here
definitely
and put
were.
Christ on our hands and
But
stripes on our backs.
It doesn't make sense for us to still keep making history. Like,
Right.
really?
It
Like,
doesn't make.
I understand why we need it, but yeah. So I'm just gonna finish about the Guardian article. So in the Guardian article, it mentioned that where was I going with this?
something about Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot where I was going.
Okay, while you're thinking on that, can we talk about my husband, Mikey Mike? Shout out to Mikey.
Oh, now she want to be in the shot. Now she want to be in the shot.
Michael B. Jordan is welcome to any egg her fallopian tubes have to offer.
All of it. But I haven't seen the movie and I still.
Well, you haven't seen Civilization?
Are we not gonna?
Are we gonna
Oh,
The first day we went to brunch, we spoke about how you needed to see Civilization.
know, right?
That was in what?
August.
Months ago. Don't make no sense.
Oh, no.
Listen, I didn't do my homework.
Full
Look, my
Erica.
husband understands, right? I have a life. I had to work.
That was a good
Just
movie.
like Hill Harbor understood that night, I could not live tweet his last episode, but I loved him with all my heart.
But I felt like he
I was
should
like,
have
"Bitch,
just.
can't do it."
No, I mean, I guess they were good movies, but I think he deserves some kind of prop.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That movie was fantastic.
Absolutely.
Everyone in that movie was great. Even Octavia Spencer, she had a little part, but she played it
He has an
very well.
attitude.
Yeah.
Significant role in it.
Yeah, I mean, she helped produce it, so that's always good. And
I'm
of course,
still trying to figure out what I was thinking about in that article by The Guardian, but it's going to come to me because I never.
you know what? You were talking about Steve McQueen and how it's unflinching and he pushes it in your face because it's as terrible as the movie was. It's only half of what our ancestors went through, and that's why I always come to the defense of my brother Quentin Tarantino. Okay, because my brother Spike Lee gives him a lot. Okay, because he uses the N-word too much in his movies. But like in Django, that's how we were spoken to. They didn't just use 12 N-words. That was like
You can't limit the N-word.
Exactly. So that's why I always come to his defense with this film.
Yeah.
Because it's history. It's not like it's fiction like Precious. It was just
What is
you know.
Spike Lee doing with his life?
He has a new. Do not come for Spike if he did not send for you. Carrie did a campaign for him because he's crowdfunding his next project.
I saw his last movie and no one else did. Go see Old Boy. It is a phenomenal film. It came out Thanksgiving. Nice.
Is that the one Kerry Washington was doing the crowdfunding promotion?
Girl, I don't know, but I think it's cute how she came to his defense after he dissed Django. Great, Kerry, you my girl.
She is.
I mean, you saw those pictures of them together in the
Yeah,
bathtub.
they were besties. They go way back. Oh, and the stars of this film, Old Boy, that Spike Lee did, he took them off to the Nets game, and everyone was saying how the most fun thing about the Nets game is watching Spike Lee react.
The Knicks game?
Knicks, what'd I say?
He's a Knicks fan.
Yeah, this orange and blue.
Yeah.
That's how we keep you around.
She reduced it to colors.
That's all I know.
Goodbye.
I'm a visual learner. So.
Welcome back to Tea Time. This is another segment. We are going to start off with a episode segment entitled The Shit List with Dan. And this came about from an inside joke when we all went to, when the three of us went to GMA. But she was at the Paley Center with us the day before.
Yeah.
There's no shade, honey. Just listen. So we were
That
at
ended last night. Oh wait.
That what?
Nothing.
Oh, sorry. So we were at GMA to see Kerry Washington. It was like literally a fangirl 3-day special intensive that we went through, and only the strong will survive. But either way, we were at GMA trying to finagle our way into getting as close as possible to her. We got out there before the sun got up. And Dan from ABC, I don't know if that's his real name, but I started calling him Dan. I referred to him as Dan, and I would call him by the name Dan. He hoodwinked us.
Yeah.
And told us we should go over to one section. Either way, Dan just got on my shit list. And it's just bad because I loved you, Dan, but now I got to put you on the shit
He
list.
made it seem like he got a hookup for us, and he set us up for failure.
Exactly, but you know what? No weapon formed against
No
us
weapon!
Shall prosper.
Did you see that?
So, in spite of Dan's evilness, I know he's a child of God and he's perfect in God's eye, but I just couldn't see that right then. He got on my shit list, and we have added plenty of people to that list. And we are going to make additions to that list this week and going forward in other episodes. And you can tweet us at #TheTeaTimeShow. People that you think should be on the shit list with Dan, you can use the hashtag #shitlistwithdan. You can email us at theteatimeshowyt@gmail.com to add to this list, and maybe you'll make it on the show. So just tell us how you feel, please. Please. We have some additions by these three ladies. I don't think I have anybody for the list, but we'll see by the time we get down to my end. Let's start with Kalima.
Okay.
She said, oh.
Yeah, because it's been heavy on my chest for since last year.
You need to let that off your spirit. That's not helping.
You got to do it right now.
Yes, there's this guy at work, right? So, there's actually two guys. This one guy, he made me feel uncomfortable. He put his hands on me without my permission. Like, actually held onto my wrist. Yes,
That's
fine.
amazing.
I stopped talking to him, right?
What kind of crack was he smoking?
Girl, he was on that marijuana.
I don't know. Crack
I don't
played
know.
out in the 80s. That's raunchy. Okay, continue.
So now there's this other guy. I told them I'm gonna stop giving them hugs because he was doing too much with the hugs. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna stop. I can't just stop giving him hugs and not give the others, you know what I mean? So I stopped giving them all hugs. So what he did, right, when I was going to the break room to punch out, he grabbed me and stole a hug, right? That's why he's on my shit.
That's basically
No,
it.
because I feel like you're taking, I told you that I didn't want you, yeah, it is. I don't want you to put your hands on me. I didn't give you permission. You're taking away that freedom that I am giving you. And, you know, I didn't give you permission. Don't put your hands on me. So now I'm not talking to him, and he knows I'm not talking to him. And until maybe he apologized, then
He will be off the list.
Maybe. I'm not sure yet. He could be on there for a while.
That's that.
Next.
Okay, well, mine goes back to one of our first adventures together when we went to see Kerry Washington at Montclair State University.
Girl, who's on that shit list?
And I think it was Alex, when she wanted to go take a picture with Mr. Earl. was like, I'm gonna go because I want to get a picture. And so she ran, and I was like, you know what? Let me not miss out on my blessing.
It was Earl Washington, Carrie's
Right, it was
father.
Mr. Earl Washington. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go too. And mind you, like, we looked like fangirls like no other. Everybody else in the auditorium was sitting down. We was running around.
I was like, Earl, can I say Mr. Earl?
Yes.
Can I please take a picture with you? It's so wonderful to meet you. He's like, I'm honored. Absolutely.
And
We were so nice.
everyone loved us.
Yeah, we were like, we was running around that auditorium like chickens with our head cut off, trying to get pictures.
Yes.
And so I finally got over there. Kalima decided not to go.
No.
She was actually probably really smart about it. So we went over there, tried to take a picture. And who asked? Was it you, Alex?
Yeah.
I did.
Alex asked this woman. I don't know who. We're gonna call her Suzanne.
Suzanne and Dan.
She gave Suzanne her camera key to take a picture of us, right? The program was getting ready to begin, so we only had, a couple of seconds to get
Johnny
it
on the
done.
spot, Suzanne.
You need to get it done, okay? And so Suzanne took the camera. She don't know how to work a simple camera, like to press the silver button, right? So we're sitting there like
Posing.
ready.
Okay.
So when she finally decided that she was ready to click the silver button that's right in front of her, Mr. Earl Washington turned his head.
We've been for a long time.
We was there for a good maybe 1 minute. And the program's about to begin, and so it's not like, and people calling him, and we can't keep up waste his time like that. And then you just are not on your duties as a photographer. Like, I'm sorry that you have anger within yourself.
I felt like she was hating me.
Right.
I'm like,
I'm sorry that you're hating. I'm sorry you didn't get your picture with Mr. Earl Washington. But don't steal our joy, okay?
Exactly. It's a simple pleasure in life.
Right. So, congratulations to you, Miss Suzanne. You're on the hit list with
Oh my God, you said Suzanne, not Susan.
Suzanne with two N's today.
And continue to use that name as if it really was her name.
Shout out to you.
Girl,
Yeah, man. Who's on your...
See, now I feel bad about mine because it was Carrie Washington.
Well, if you love her, you gotta put love on us. Go ahead and share it.
She's on my list because she's on my list. I love her so much. Like,
Disclaimer.
I would give her my rib if she needed one.
We all know this. We are all avid lovers of Carrie Washington.
I cannot sit through another interview
About the spin school.
about Olivia Pope's wardrobe. Okay. What it's like to be
Girl, break it down. All the way down. Take your time with
okay.
it.
Thank you for this time because
It's
heavy. It's carrying
It's
it.
heavy on your heart.
It's heavy, girl. Yeah.
What did Pastor Sean?
I've been carrying this baggage. I love her so much.
Lay your
but
burdens down to turn up function,
I
honey.
cannot sit through another interview with her talking about A, B, and C. Like,
President's Committee for Arts and Humanities.
she talks about what it's like to work with Shonda. She's not going to talk about what it's like to be a black woman on television because then she's going to turn it into socioeconomics and same-sex something.
Because
Girl, I'm scared. That's why I'm scared.
do you want me to help you out? I can code.
I low-key don't want her to hear me, but I just
Would you like me to finish? Do you want to stop now while you're ahead?
Here's what I say about my sister Carrie. That I just wish she would use her platform to talk more in depth about things that us young chicks want to hear about, okay? I am not on the President's Committee for Arts and Humanities. I'm not juicing. I don't want another smoothie recipe, okay? I'm serious. I love you so much. But I don't do yoga. I don't want to see any more yoga poses. I don't listen, okay? And I just, like, for example, Pretty Hurts. Okay, the Beyonce album came out. She said she downloaded it, and a lot of women have come out and talked about their struggles with body image issues after seeing Pretty Hurts. Kerry Washington has gone through body image issues and chose to use her platform to talk about
What's the name?
What? Oh, Chimamanda.
Chimamanda. Okay, girl. I need you to just
Open your heart space.
oh yes, Kerry, open your heart space,
Oh,
girl.
man.
That is why you're on the hit list. I love you so much, but I
No,
just want
I think
you.
that yeah. You can keep your. Don't nobody wants you.
IDPAMPL.
We understand. we understand
Mhm.
to an extent. We understand.
Yeah.
We really do. Because we love you. We'll accept it.
Love.
Okay. But you
Like
can
EXO.
you can help so many people.
You can help so many people, girl. You over here looking at paintings when they ask you about your eating disorder. Like, I just don't understand that. And then like, I don't get it. I don't understand that part.
That was in that Ebony article,
It was
right?
in Elle magazine. Okay, and Elle magazine continues to try with that Photoshop of that picture of her
Which one?
and Namdi. They picked like 3 celebrity couples.
Oh,
And they have a picture of Kerry to use, and they just photoshopped it. But yeah, so that's why she's on the hit list. She doesn't utilize her platform.
We
in my
love
opinion.
you.
Love
Yes.
you.
I mean, there's no denying that we all absolutely adore her
Adore.
to pieces.
I bow to
mean,
her.
when she was here, we went to support her at Montclair,
Mhm.
and because that was a phenomenal ticket they had in New Jersey there.
We went
And
outside.
Kerry Washington was there.
Yeah, we
and
went
then
outside.
We went, yes, and then we went to the Paley Center to support she's making media.
Yeah.
We bought our tickets set because we wanted to see her beautifulness, Miss Kerry
We
Washington.
love her. Everyone
Were we
knows
not
that.
close to her though? I was just like, she was right
When she
here.
saw me, I couldn't contain myself.
I
When
wasn't
she
ready.
touched Yasmin just about fell. She was like, she touched my hand, and she told me she touched my hand too. She touched my hand.
Should we talk about all the times we met Kerry Washington, or should we say that for another?
No, let's do it now. Let's do it now. Okay, so I got to New York, and the first thing we did was went to Montclair
Yeah.
for the Barbara Buono and Millie Silva ticket that they were
Yes.
running for there. Chris Christie got another term.
Yeah.
Barbara Buono did not make history with an
But we
all-female
did
ticket.
campaign. We campaigned hard.
And so we went to see that, and that was fantastic.
Candace got to touch her first. Wait, that sounds weird.
No, it doesn't.
You know what was really fun was when I saw months later, and I'm going to make 2 connections with this. Number one, Kerry put on Instagram an article clipping from when John Kerry became the Secretary of Defense, and it said Kerry gets the role of a lifetime. Now, flash forward to a few more months, we're at Montclair University. Flash 2 months ahead of time, when we were at Montclair, before she got there, she had gone to see Trip to Bountiful, starring Vanessa Williams and Cicely Tyson, and she did an interview with Cicely Tyson for the New York Times. Flash forward to a couple of months ago, the New York Times releases the article, and part of the title said, and Kerry said she put that clipping on her vision board, but part of the title was about Kerry having the role of a lifetime. And I thought that was really a full circle moment. I was like, I feel so close to you right now. And then after Montclair, it was Paley Center.
Was it Paley? Yeah. But we
For
didn't
me, it was GMA.
And Letterman.
Oh
We
yeah.
went to Paley, Letterman, and then the SAC.
Oh, sad.
When we oh my God, Yoko Ono was everything on Letterman.
I don't remember how the song went though.
No, it wasn't words.
It was the struggle. And we couldn't even walk out. The door
But
was
even
shut.
she utilized Yoko Ono utilizes her platform more than Kerry does. No shit. But
Yoko Ono ain't talking about John Lennon beating her.
well, listen, that's another thing. She at least spoke about world peace and stuff. Girl, Kerry wouldn't dare. She wouldn't dare.
So we went to Paley Center, and I lined up in the press line, and I had my camera with me, and they were like, everyone in the press line, do you have this form? I was like, I don't have one. And I surely took one and proceeded to take pictures when she came out. I was like, Sister Kerry, we love you. We're here to support you. Gladiators are here for you. I don't think she heard me that time, but that night when we were at SAC, I was about to lose my voice. I said, Carrie, we were at Montclair. Because I said we were at Montclair. We were at Paley this morning. We were at Letterman. We're here now. We're going to be at GMA tomorrow. We love you.
She was in my window, like, thank you. She definitely, they were having a moment. Like, Carrie even bent down and was like.
It's slightly embarrassing now, but I love her. And yes. When else did we see her?
GMA was definitely, because she looked over. I was like, Carrie, what are you wearing?
And she said, Tory Burch?
Yeah. Oh, girl. Hey, girl.
Oh my gosh. And
That was it.
I'm going to support your hit list really quickly. I'm going to.
It is.
Because Candace turned into the hit list.
No,
I don't know.
Jasmine.
No, it is what it is, but I don't curse, so.
Oh. I usually don't curse on social platforms, but it's the shit list today. It's the shit list of damn. Maybe we'll change it to the hit list. We'll see what everyone likes.
Comment down below.
Hashtag the shit list of Dan. Hashtag the Tea Time Show. At YazMag. At Candace LA. At Sweet Lady 1823 at WTVR Lola Wants. So whatever Lola Wants abbreviated. I support you on that because, first of all, Lucky missed their blessing with anybody that loves Carrie buying that magazine.
Yet,
because we're not going to buy it.
They on the list.
That whole they are in the hit list talking about
it.
they're not miracle workers. Ma'am, I wouldn't touch that magazine with a 10-foot pole with that poor editing job y'all did. First of all, I know Takesha slayed her hair. We saw the pictures from the shoot behind the scenes with DeMarshall Lier when we saw that she was shooting with DeMarshall Lier and we didn't know what it was for. Months ahead of time, we're better on her Instagram than that cover was, Lucky. Let me tell you something. You missed out on your blessing because I would tell any magazine platform to do a great Carrie article with a cover because people are going to come out in droves to buy it because we love her and she's phenomenal. Listen to me. Let me tell you something.
Let me help you. Help the people. Help them.
Let me help you out. I bought cover after cover after cover while Carrie was giving the same interview. So, number one,
with different quotes in each.
Listen, let me tell you something.
And that's a read.
But I bought a cover because I'm in support of her, because I feel like if I won't buy it when she's on the cover, why is somebody going to buy it when I'm on the cover? I love her, I support her, even if I'm not crazy about the publication.
Right.
Now, the second part of why I'm supporting this on the list, because that was a read for Lucky too. Yep. I just want something fresh and something new. I feel like we get the same material in an interview and it's not terribly revealing. She says that her work is for everyone, but her personal life is for her. That is great. Just give us something. Not something personal, just something else. Share us. Tell us something you know.
What's one question you would have for her? Everyone got.
Want to go start over?
No, I gotta think about it because you just hit me with it.
What is your pregnancy like?
That's what I would know. That would be beautiful.
Cause that's you. I mean, yeah, that's your personal life, but that's also you as a woman, your body changing. Like, there's so many other women that are like trying to figure this out. I mean, I've never been pregnant, but I've heard of like, you know, not being able to deal and your body doing weird things. And I have a friend who's pregnant right now, and I'm always asking her all these questions because it's fascinating to me. I just want to know, you know.
And she's working still, so.
Right? Like, how is this?
If I had to, I have so many questions. It's hard for me to choose. What's your question?
No, you go.
No, you go first because I'm still choosing.
I think because
we got one more minute.
I think what she did, she shut us off to a point where like I know what I could get away with getting an answer from her. So I would ask her favorite color. She hasn't spoken about that.
True.
And that's it.
I still want to know what her favorite Beyonce song is.
So I would definitely ask her about if she has plans for creating film on her own, like creating or writing her own film. In an Oprah interview a couple years ago when she had her apartment done by Danny.
Yeah, that guy.
Yes. And she spoke about her office or her writing room and how she was working on writing a screenplay. And we never heard anything else of it. So, I mean, Carrie's definitely talented as an actress, but I would love to see her behind the camera more. She produced and
Directed.
and directed. So I would love to see her do more of that, and just maybe a little bit more of what her career in the industry has been like in relation to her life and developing as a woman and kind of finding her journey.
Right.
Just something more in depth and
Not even more in depth, just something else.
I just feel like I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, oh, you can't really ask that of people if they don't want to share. So sometimes I'm like, you respect what other people are willing to share, and other times you're like, well, be open. Be open.
Open your heart space, girl.
Yeah.
Another question I think I would have for her, these are the two questions, was what's your favorite color, and I want to know why she doesn't drink. I think it's a very interesting question because she used to drink and now she doesn't. It's not like Naomi Harris, who has never ever, or Jennifer Hudson has never
I
ever
didn't know that.
had alcohol ever. Their whole entire 30. I think Naomi is 37 and Jennifer's 30 something. But Carrie was drinking and then all of a sudden she stopped. So why is that? Because I love alcohol and I just want to know if I should be doing something. Okay, want to do it. That's what's in this cup.
No.
Cup for a second. I have a set of cups that would kind of match this teapot, but I want us to all have our own personal mugs for the tea time show. If you haven't caught on, we all have our tea mugs here. Kalima's is empty right now. Mine is still on sippage.
Yes.
Yeah, mine is
But we all have this mug. I spoke about this with the ladies earlier. My mother bought me this mug in 2008 when I was going off to college. I did not mean to date myself. When I was going off to college and moving out for the first time, she got me this mug from Target, and I'm very, very attached to it, and I don't really like other people to use it. And I just love to drink tea out of it anytime.
My mug came with my house. My mom doesn't allow anything in the cabinets that don't match what she bought. So there's no personalized mugs for me. Whatever my mom buys.
Okay, so this mug I found in my mother's office. Somebody gave it to her, and I stole it because
you did not steal it. You emancipated it.
I emancipated it because I figured, well, one, it's purple. That's my favorite color. And two, what's she gonna be sipping from a Tinkerbell mug for?
What do you sipping from a Tinkerbell?
You know, I'm still a little bit younger than my mother, so.
That's a prerogative. Kalima, what's up with your mug?
Girl, I met this here when I came to New York, so this is just.
I love how
I'm just working with it.
Yes, we had a lot of mother references.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys.
I feel an Oprah hug.
Oh, good for you! Good for you! I can do it when you're next to somebody. You gotta really be double jointed on that.
Like her.
Listen. I need an exit. No,
I'm sorry, I wasn't ready. I forgot where I was. I forgot where I was.
Like the area. Listen. Okay, now it is time for the Head King Lead segment.
You missed it!
Did you really just mess that up? Are you having fun?
She was the right
Get back in the shot.
Y'all looking fierce. I knew it. Hey, I wasn't ready though.
Myself.
Come in my shit. What the hell y'all doing? She wasn't even trying to catch up. She was like, oh, okay. She was mad at us like.
Okay, we're about to cut out.
Okay, yeah.
Bro,
Here we go.
That tickled me. Whoa. Y'all were fierce though. Y'all were in sync. Okay, sure was.
Alright, get everybody back in and quiet for 5 seconds and I can cut at that. I know that's not my battery dying.
What?
Did y'all hear that beep?
No.
No.
Come here.
Your battery's on 100.
No, not that battery.
The urinate.
Oh no, it's fine.
Come on, film.
we have 14 minutes.
Oh, that's good. That's all we need. This is the last segment, right?
Yeah, this is the last segment, and we're going to be done talking.
Make sure you send it to us before you put on.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Oh, my quote.
So,
I'm sorry.
go ahead. It is, oh, we didn't do the radar, but we're going to do the
We can do that next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, next up on our list
I think,
is
sorry, I think you should do that again because you were looking down and then.
1, 2, 3. Okay, next up on our list is our Head King Lead segment. So the Head King Lead segment is dedicated to any person that I would call by the name of a Head King Lead, somebody who's slaying this week, who's the Head King Lead of whatever they're doing, who is top notch on their Beyonce, on their Parkwood, living life and showing people how it's done.
Okay.
So slayage, basically it's a weekly slayage award.
I love it.
So let's start down with Kalima. Who is your Head King Lead for the week and in what?
Take a moment.
Get girl, speed. I love it. Get back in the shop. And literally you said, does it have to be a celebrity? And you're like, okay, I got my person. I was like, oh my God.
Tell us why she's the Head King Lead this week.
Because on Sunday we went to church, her church, and she was the preacher for the service that day. And she graced us with the blessings and the word, and she just put her all into it, and she inspired me, and she had me shed a little tear or two. So that's why you're in
Ray Charles.
I'm mad you did the Ray Charles.
Thank you.
So this week.
I received that.
Receive your blessing.
Alright, okay. I would say this week it goes to my mom, who is a pastor of my church. And yeah, she spoke at our watch night service, and
She did it.
she was giving theatrics. She was giving like her all into what she was speaking, and it's really inspiring because her being a woman pastor of a Baptist church and like one of the first few women to do so in Harlem, like it was a big deal and a lot of opposition going up against her, but she's still standing and our church is still thriving, and yeah, she's awesome. So shout out to you, Mom.
Hey, Mama.
Hi, Pastor Shaw.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Hey. My Head King Lead goes to my sister Renee Elise Goldsberry. Listen, let me tell you something. She's new to my life, okay? And when you're standing for someone new, you go through all their interviews. You get all the backstory, and let me tell you something. My sister Renee Elise Goldsberry is constantly feeding my soul. She does not once ever not mention the goodness of Jesus and what God has done for her life and how He brought her to where she is now. And she's such an open vessel, and she always is using her platform to talk about what God has done for her. And she's going to be on Law & Order SVU this Wednesday coming, or past, whenever you see this. And I'm excited for her. She's super talented, and she always leaves a quote with me. If you follow me on Twitter, there's a Renee Elise Goldsberry tweet on my timeline.
For you.
She's amazing. I love her. And she even spoke about, we were talking about Carrie's pregnancy. She even spoke about her miscarriages that she went through and what that was like as an actress versus, she's just deep, and she's amazing, and she's beautiful, and she's graceful. And I love her.
My Head King Lead for the week, it's so funny because I thought of like 2 other people that I put on my Head King Lead for this week. But I'm going to do 2 Head King Leads. Is that okay?
No. You said earlier you want to make choices. A strong person makes choices.
That is right.
She
My
said
mother,
it.
Ayamla, said,
Okay.
if you have a weak no, you have a weak yes. Okay?
Hello.
Oh my God! Hold on. So you need to make a choice on your yes. Holy Ghost. So I'm going to stick.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, don't about it. I'm going to stick to my guns and say Ava DuVernay. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, but I'm doing my best. Ava directed an episode of Scandal in season 3A. And that was for Lovers too. And it was absolutely phenomenal. She did a wonderful job, but she also started a crowd-funded organization that helps further African American films that are independently made, because we are underrepresented in the media and in the cinema and in that art form. And it's great that you have the gift of crowdfunding these days. So she started Rebels. I do not remember, is it a firm Rebels?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's AFFRM Rebels, and I am not yet a Rebel getting there, but I do love what she's doing. I love her work. I love that she made Tony and Carrie look at each other in that scene, and that Vermont is for lovers too.
I love that she directed them to do that.
I love everything she directed them to do.
Yeah.
She could have directed them over a cliff. I'd have been like,
You
yeah!
better die. Full support. I love her.
Yes. Undying support. I would support her like a child. You know how when your kids are dead wrong and you just be like, no, my baby did not do that, and they get home and you be like, you know you was dead wrong. No, but I loved her work. I can't wait to see more from her. She is generally an awesome person.
Yeah.
From what I can tell by her Twitter profile.
Yeah.
Of course, I have spent extensive time with her. She's been generally awesome, and I love her work thus far, and I can't wait to see more from her. I love you. Of Head Kingly.
Hey.
Of all of that.
A blogger that I follow said you should never apologize for a selfie, and Ava is quick to post a selfie.
Yeah.
She's got her locks going.